Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager, the Underdog Challenge. As you can see, we are currently in 4th with a gap of 22 points to Ruiz Motorsports, who are leading the charge. We basically made a big overhaul to our strategy in the last few episodes, and we did that in order to hopefully promote in Season 3. Now, to do that, we do need a little bit of luck on our side, because Ruiz here do have the best car, I believe, and also probably the best drivers. Yes, yes on both of those. 22 points is a decent sized gap, so we do need him to start dropping some points eventually. But we also do have a smart strategy lined up, hopefully. I actually thought of this strategy a while back, and we have a scouting facility coming up. Like I said in the last episode, we're going to be hiring a driver that has never raced before in the European Racing Series this season, which means he starts way at the bottom of the standings, all the way like Dior here, let's say, like 23rd or something, because he doesn't have any points whatsoever. And that means he gets to start up front at the grid, basically every single race up until he starts really racking up some points. Which is really good for us, of course, because then we get to start in pole position. This is actually also something that apparently you can do already in the first season. I mean, I guess I realized that you could do it, but apparently, according to Ross Newton, who gave some very insightful comments, you can actually promote in the very first season by doing that. I don't think that's very realistic, and I don't really like to play that way. This is already sort of on the border for me for basically abusing the game rules a little bit. I thought it would be fun to show, and it is a very effective way, let's say, of winning, of course. But I don't want to be doing too much of that min-maxing, let's say. But apparently, yeah, if you just keep switching on drivers, you can actually promote in the very first season, which is kind of insane. So if you ever feel like trying that, well, I think it was episode 25 that he left some very insightful comments on. Or actually, no, that was episode 24. So if you want some more tips, go read there in the comments, because Ross had some great tips. All right, on to our actual episode then. I already figured out the pit crew. We have pretty much a 0% chance across the board of mistakes, so we'll need that in the next race. Our buildings are almost done. We'll have the scouting facility in 1 week. That means we can start signing up our new talent. We do not have the cash, really, to do so. But that's okay. We do have some sponsor offers coming in, so we'll get some cash from that. Also, the design center will be in level 3. In hindsight, I really didn't need to upgrade this to level 3. That was basically 15 million that you really don't need to be spending that early in your career. We could have used that on either upgrading the car or getting some better parts or whatever else. You don't need to do this. I just did it because at the time we had a lot of money, and I figured why not. Anyway, in our timeline, it wouldn't have been so bad. Now that I am trying to get us to the next season already in the Asia Pacific Super Cup, it probably wasn't such a good decision. Don't do this. Yeah, just so you know. All right, car condition update, all fine. Let's see what the interviewings have for us. You finished well down in the packing order in practice, only managing to finish in 15th. Did you struggle to find the right setup? I don't think this one matters, ever, as always. Pit crew review, we had 2 pit mistakes. Yeah, that sucked. I think that cost Bjelland or Tulipano. I don't remember. No, Bjelland isn't a racer for us anymore. I don't remember if it was Coburn or Tulipano that got the short end of the stick there, but I think that cost us at least 1 place, which sucks, but not the end of the world. And our brake is done. Perfect. We can't be working on it yet. I'm hoping that will get us right back into the first spot, but the main reason why I even wanted to make the brake in the first place is because there was a pretty big discrepancy between our first brake and our second one. As you can see, that's almost like, 64 points? That is a lot of points. That means basically the car that had this brake was just doing really badly. Now this one obviously isn't that much better, but we can improve it still. And also, yeah, it's an upgrade of like 70 points on our second brake. So whoever had that part is going to be very happy with the new part. And let's keep going. All right, immediately some sponsor offers, but it's all spread out. Let's just wait until we get all the sponsor offers. Car repair finished, and then let's have a look at what we are going to be working on. Currently, we're only working on the gearbox. Let's also start working on the new brake set. And let's make sure we can finish both just before the race, which is nice. That means this one will be quite good. I'm thinking of maybe getting another good gearbox, just because the gearbox is one of the most important parts, except for the engine, but as always, we have spec parted it. It will be quite expensive. I'm not even sure if they'll let us do it. I guess we'll do something like this. This. Yeah, we can't get a legendary part. Yeah, the plus 90 would be very nice, of course. But we can do this, I suppose. That would bring it to 412. And it'll cost us... Oh, we could still also do this, by the way. Or this, maybe. This is probably better. Yeah, it's just not very good, honestly. 2 million for a gearbox, that is. We also have to bring it all the way up still, and it's gonna cost us almost a full month, so that's 3 days after the race it'll be done. How many races are there still? We could probably bring it up to par by the Guilford Grand Prix, so then we can run with this gearbox for 5 races. Is that good enough? I don't think we're doing much on the suspension anymore. We do something like this. Yeah, and these are all risky parts, so we don't want to be doing anything on this, I think. Because we already have a decent suspension. Yeah. I think if we're gonna do another part, it has to be the gearbox, because it's just so much more efficient. And since we're gonna be getting sponsor money anyway, I think we'll just do it. So let's do something like this. That. And this one. And then, yeah, this one for the days off. I think having 4 days less build time is probably a lot better than 15% reliability. We could try and do some illegal parts, but honestly, that's not really worth it at all. We'll just do this. We'll eat the financial penalty. That is completely fine. We're going to be getting, hopefully, a lot of money very soon. Upgraded the design center. Great. And 6 days left till our new driver should become scoutable. Mechanics complaining. Yeah, whatever. I don't want to pay $500,000. Alright. These are... Oh, wait, sorry. This one is really good. These ones are really crappy, but 1.25 million per race, that is really good. So that this is something like a 8 million offer for only 6 races. That is insane. So let's do that, obviously. Then this one. I don't think we'll be targeting first place. Well, we could actually when we get our new driver, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that immediately again. So for now, I say we probably just take this one for 5 races. We could try for first every single time, and there is also the Guilford Grand Prix coming up, and then we could really make a splash if we make it. So I'm gonna try this, but it is the risky play. I'm just hoping that we can actually guarantee some first places. And for now, we don't really need the money anyway. We'll be able to still afford the new driver soon, I think, anyway. All right. Scout facility is done. That means there are some new drivers now available. And let's have a look at them. And if I remember well, then it should be this guy that we're looking for, Boris Vychovsky. How long is it going to take to scout you? 41 days, so that's 1 more race. We can approach him now, but I don't really remember what he likes and doesn't like. So that's a bit iffy. Do we already want to do it now is the question. We could make him an offer and see. We can always renegotiate again afterwards if we have to. How high up do you go on salary? Quite high, okay. I think we'll just Well, we do have a lot of patience to play with, and I would really like to already have him now. I don't need him for long, because he's only like something like 3 stars, if I remember correctly. I guess a race bonus is never that important. Could do something like this. Is it worth... Because we would be able to still use him in the Munich GP, which would be nice, of course, but you can also just say screw it and just play Coburn for 1 more race. And then he should be ready for the Guilford Grand Prix. But we can do really well here, actually, because the deceleration is important. So the other 2 parts are also important, and we're not very good at those. It's 25 laps. Tire wear is very low. I'm gonna offer him this and just see what he says. I do sort of remember what he signed for me for before, and I guess he shouldn't have changed that much, so let's just see. It's not advisable to try and sign someone without having signed or scouted what he wants, but I guess we'll get a good inclination. Contract offer accepted. Oh, okay. Great. Maybe I offered him way too much then. Well, no going back now. So, Coburn, I'm very sorry. Well, we could actually promote Coburn to the reserve driver and still use her for her pay driver. But yeah, she costs so much though. Compared to Axel's 64,000. Yeah. Sorry, Coburn. You're just gonna be replaced. Alright. That's another 1.3 million gone. We are now very much in the red. But that's okay. Contract terminated. Coburn. Yeah, she wanted to win things together. That is all a lie. Screw you. Sorry. Very sorry. Okay. Bukowski's snapped up. Let's have a look at his stats. I think they're decent. Not amazing, but decent. But as you can see, he has a good marketability. He also currently has a +5 buff, but even at 82%, he's good enough for us to retain our 5-star rating, as you can see. So that is perfect for us, actually. Sorry, can I go back to Witkowski? There you go. Yeah, he has good adaptability, good overtaking, decent fitness. Smoothness is alright, not amazing, but good enough. Basically, in every single way, he's just better than Coburn. Let's see if we can find her back. Yeah, there you are. Compare her. As you can see, his braking is just way better. His cornering is way better. His smoothness is way better. Yes, he's not amazing. He doesn't have 20 in any of those, but he's still at double the ratings from Coburn. And he also has upside still. Yeah, his overtaking is way better. Consistency is good. Adaptability, sort of similar. Fitness, similar. Feedback is a tiny bit better, and his focus is equal. He's not an insane upgrade. I'm not saying that, but he does have some really good upsides, especially since Coburn is just so bad at these first 3, and I think they're really important, those 3 first. Smoothness for the tires, cornering for the, I think, parts, and also on the brakes, temperature, and then braking also. I don't remember exactly what these 2 do, but I know they're important. Overtaking is, of course, always nice, and yeah, the rest of these just at least equal or better than her at. And still, we don't have to give any financial side up, except that we don't get our pay driver trait anymore. And of course, we're paying him about double Coburn's salary, about 600,000. But like I said, the main upside now is that Witkowski here starts in number 23. That means he's just going to get pole position basically next race. And that is very important. Now, are we going to choose a vote? Actually, no, because our plan, of course, is to promote. So hopefully we don't need to have a vote anymore for next season, because, well, why would we? Financial management concerns, yep, I understand. Okay, and the factory staff is idle. They are fully done with those 2 parts. That is perfect for us. Are we going to have them do anything else, is then the question. I guess they can work on the suspension. Get that up a little bit more. Get the parts a little bit more reliable as well. But apart from that, they really don't need to be doing too much. Yeah, once the next part that we're designing is done, then of course they get some work again. And I suppose they can also start working on this gearbox, just in case that we don't make it. And then, yeah. If we don't make it, we'll need that break next season. But let's see what happens anyway. All right, the Munich Grand Prix, 25 laps. Very sunny, but heavy rain during practice. 26 degrees is quite warm, so we'll have to be on the lookout for the heat. I think we'll go for the third or above bonus for now. We should, by the way, still pick a sponsor. We never got that third sponsor. I don't really like any of these, but I guess we'll just take this one for the 500,000. Yeah, okay. Let's also fit some parts. You are now very unhappy, actually. You want a better car. Well, that is doable because you are now getting the new brake set, which is going to be... Oh, that's actually the best brake set in the league. 455 purple. So we are back up on top, basically. Very nice. We'll also be giving him the best gearbox. Basically, we're just going to give him the best car because, well, he's the one that needs to get us that first spot and also a lot of money. Tulipano, you're going to be starting quite far back, but you do need some fighting power, I suppose. Well, for now, this will have to do. I think he's quite unhappy with that, but that's obviously not going to make it better. If we do this, then you're both happy. It's funny they both think their car is better than the other. I think it's a bit of a toss-up now. You do have the much better gearbox now, Vyhovsky, so I think this is okay. This should be fine between them. If they're both happy, at least their morale is good and whatever else. Definitely don't pick this. Do we think we can finish first here? It would be nice to get a bit of a big cash bonus. Because as you can see, our finances are now pretty messed up. We are paying a lot more to our drivers. Before we were basically getting sort of a net negative. Because both our drivers were paid drivers and both Bjelland and Coburn didn't take a huge salary. Now we have some pretty high salaries going on. So that's minus 1.6 million. We do get some decent sponsor bonuses, especially with that plus 1.5 million almost from Zygon. Some chairman payments, about 2 million. Yeah. But we also have some high HQ upkeep. Okay, well, we'll have to see. I think third would be very nice. Oh, well, I guess we're going for third. Accidentally clicked through. Maybe next race, if we have the better gearbox on both our drivers, we'll try to go for first outright with the bonus as well. But I think 1.2 million for now is good enough if we can get it. All right, the practice then. You can see some clouds, but no rain yet. Yes, okay. Doesn't matter who we use, I suppose. Axel is definitely getting a spot, and then Tulipano, I suppose. Let's get you in there. And as always, we do our usual strategy. And we do triple softs, as is usual for these short races. Insofar as Vyhovsky's contract, I'll have a look. I once took a picture. Oh, I already did you. I once took a picture of what I offered him before, so I'll compare, and maybe next episode we can have a look in how badly or well I did in the contract negotiations. I think I remember he did find salary somewhat important at least. So I don't think we overpaid him massively, let's say. And I'm happy with a medium contract. And if our plan is going to work, then we did really need to sort of get him out there as soon as possible. And start racking up the points that Coburn probably wouldn't be able to. Because we need to start finishing ahead of, what are they called? Sozev and Kumar from Ruiz Motorsport. Otherwise, yeah, we're just going to fizzle out and not make it into the fourth season, already being in the Asia Pacific. So I think it's a gamble, but, well, this entire strategy is a little bit of a gamble. But that also makes for a more entertaining season, hopefully. Alright, we got the speed balance immediately on excellent, but everything else is really bad. Let's see if we can do something about that. Go out there again. You are, well, close on everything, but poor as well on everything. That means something like this might do the trick. And there. And there. Let's see if that does anything. Might still be a little too little, but let's try it anyway. How warm is it today? Oh, it is going to rain on the next spin, so I guess we'll bring them in on intermediates. Let's do some inters. Let's do it for 4 laps at least. You're at 92%. I think we can sort of keep it at that. Could play around with it for a little bit, I suppose. Anyway, we're not really going for the knowledge now anymore because, well, we basically already got that. Won't be getting that because of the rain, at least for these soft tires. But we can still try, I guess, for the overall knowledge, the race trim bonus. You're at 98%. I'm not even going to try on that, to be honest. That is only going to make things worse. Let's get you out there as well. Yep, here comes the rain. And we'll leave you out there until the rain is gone, I suppose. Okay, race trim is going fine. Bring you in once again at the end and put you on the softs. Hopefully get at least at 10%. Oh no, it's gonna keep raining. Well, okay, I guess we'll just focus on the inters. I don't think it's going to rain, but yeah, well, this is fine then. Let's just see what happens. We're obviously setting some pretty bad times, but well, we are in the rain, so on inters that makes a lot of sense. We're not gonna get level 3. We might get level 2 on the inters, but yeah, it looked very sunny. So I don't think that's gonna matter. The soft tires are level 0. That sucks a little bit, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get one of those traits that makes your engine more resilient. Oh, we did go for first. Oh, okay. I guess it switched it while I wasn't looking. Obviously, you don't have any relationship with your mechanic yet, so you can't pick any of those. Means we just have to go for the 2 options that we got. We get 10 laps of fuel, 25 laps in total. That means we'll be burning our engine quite hard. And the tires are going to last us for 10 to 12 laps. Yeah, okay. So the tires actually work really well with the amount of fuel that we have. Perfect. As always, we'll start on red for a little while. Our drivers are very far apart because Boris now, as I said, will be in pole position. That is at least very nice. Let's hope he can hold on and see where this gets us. Alright, for the first time in this season, we have a pole position, I think, and Wolfsky gets horribly off the line. Immediately drops to 3rd, 4th. Oh, that's not a good start. Don't drop the 6th, come on. Wow. Okay, well that was just a horrible start. Shame. That's all we can say. Wow. Are you just gonna be dropping... I guess your driver form is really bad, but still, I'm giving you red here. And on softs too. You're just losing out to everyone. Okay, well, back to 4th right there. That was a nice move at least. Maybe you just need to get used a little bit to your car. I guess that could be the nerves, let's just say. Alright, Boris, you keep doing you. Where Kumar and Sozev, they're way in the back. Are they on mediums? Yes, they are running them quite aggressively. Let's bring both our drivers back a little bit. I don't want to be running them too hard. We do need to start conserving fuel on one of you. I guess it will have to be Tulipano for now. So we can't bring you in right at the same time. No rain so far. We're semi-close to Batista and Dembele. Well, we're fighting Dembele, but Batista is about 2 seconds ahead. Fair enough. Maybe we'll just give you a little bit more engine mode, actually. So you can fight better, and then we'll burn that a little bit quicker too, so that Tulipano can maybe go back to orange sooner. We'll have to see. Tires are pretty much equal, so we do also have to start bringing those back a little bit. Let's do something like that. Kotowski doing well, up in 2nd now, but a 3-second gap to Batista. That is something we need to pay attention to. Their tires are looking okay, but not amazing. Yeah, you're dropping some spots again. Kumar just overtook Tulipano. That's not great. But anyway, this isn't going to be a short-term race. We need to be doing well long-term. You need to bring your temperature back. Do something like this. Yeah. Need to cool. Yeah, there you go. Need to cool off a little bit. How is the engine looking? 89, 96, perfect. Let's start giving you a little bit of power still also. Oh, Sergio Valdez crashed and we're getting a safety car. Okay, that is very early. Valdez, unfortunately, not one of the people we needed to crash. If it was Kumar or Sozev, I would have been very happy, because that can bring back a 20-point gap, basically, on its own. It's a little bit too early to still go for a 2-stop if we come in now. I think what we'll do is just go to blue. And then we'll bring it back to... yeah, I know. We're not going to pit. This is too early. We're only 4 laps in. We have 22 laps to go. We're not going to have enough fuel unless we bring it to, like, blue level. That's just not worth it, I think. So let's bring back the temperatures. Anyway, that's quite good for us. We're also going to be hopefully breaking the gap with Batista. That's also quite good for Verhovsky. Yeah. I don't think anyone else is pitting either. I think pitting this early is just kind of a mistake. We could be pitting now with 1 lap left. He's not going to go into the garage yet, right? We could go now, because then we would have... Oh, it's still 21 laps, well, 20 after, but then you can't run on anything aggressive for the rest of the race. And you're still giving up all your track position. That's a little bit risky, to be honest. We can go for like 5 more laps with Tulipano and 4 more with Verhovsky. Both the tires should be fine with that. I think that's what I'd rather do, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not gonna bring him in just now. Yeah, okay. The next lap we go into the garage. Perfectly fine. No one actually went, I think. So this crash and safety car didn't do too much besides bring everyone a bit together again. Perfectly fine, I think. Okay, we're going to have to put them on red very soon again. Right about now, I think. Just do it, because I don't have peak precision like the AI does. We could do 4 more laps and 3 more with you. And we can run red for a little bit at least, so that's fine. Let's do 1 round of red again, and then we'll see. Alright, restart should happen right now. Now you pit. What? Okay, well, thanks for the first spot. That's very nice of you. Also a bit strange, but we'll take it. Alright. Tulipano is trying to fight Kumar. It would be nice if he overtook him. He did. Great. Alright, well, let's see how we do then. What did we say? 3 more laps with you, 4 more with you. So that's now 2 with you once you cross the finish line, and 3 with you. That should be perfectly fine for your tires and your fuel. Trying to get a little bit of a gap going to Sabato and Dembele. Yeah, this is looking fine. We might have to bring you back to orange though. Right about now. Yeah, let's bring you back to orange now. And you can do the rest of your stint on red, I think. That's fine. Let's burn through those tires. Let's burn through the fuel. We got the fastest lap. That would be nice to keep, but I don't think we will. Still, very nice to already set a fastest lap bonus. How are you doing? Are you defending against Sozev and Kumar? Yes, but you're really just sort of bunched up. That's perfectly fine. Batista had quite a long pit stop actually. He's plus 30. Okay. And he's also kind of put himself in a situation where he has to run out 2 pit stops on his maximum amount of fuel and tires, and he won't be able to do much else. That is a little bit of an awkward timing for him, I think. Alright, last lap for Verhovsky soon. Should time out pretty perfectly. And same for you. This should also time out really well. Yes, your tire drag is going through the roof. Perfectly fine. Alright, let's get you fueled up. Need to bring you back to orange to get the roundup bonus. Also fine. Get you on soft. 17 laps remaining. That means we can push quite aggressively. Parts are looking fine. Let's get you on a fast pit stop. And there you go. I think we should get out ahead of Batista, I'm assuming. We'll have to see. Alright. Yes, you're gonna be burning through your tires too, but that's fine. We can bring him all the way down to 10%. I think you should be okay then. Yeah. Only now that she really started burning, or he, sorry, I'm so used to Coburn being one of our drivers. Unfortunately, she had to go. I don't like that. I don't like switching drivers too much, but, well, you have to be a little bit ruthless, I suppose, when you're trying to win. So, yeah, it sucks, but it has to be done. Alright, Kowalski coming in for his first pit. And Tulipano gonna go for, oh, another crash for Dreyfus. But that doesn't do anything for us. No yellow flag. So, that's okay. Alright, good pit stop. Let's put you on something like this for a while. Don't want to rush the tires too much. You're halfway in. I think you should be okay running out like that. Let's get you also pitted. I think you need to be on yellow. Get the roundup bonus. Yep, there you go. Also give you the maximum amount. Your parts are looking fine. And give you a fast pit stop. Should be perfectly fine. Okay, how do we get out? With Wolfsky in 8th. Ooh. That was a good time. Alright. Perfect. Did anyone else pit? Sosev pitted. Went for another set of mediums. I don't think that's a good idea. Kind of messes himself up a little bit. Kumar didn't pit yet. He's gonna pit next. I don't think he should get out ahead of Vyhovsky. Vyhovsky got a good pit stop and he's really pushing the car right now. Has a neat little gap to Batista, who's also still has to pit. He's on older tires because he's the first one that pitted ages ago. Oh, you are hitting your cliff. Oh, it's bad. Let's do back up for a little bit. Shouldn't matter too much. It was only one corner, but it's gonna cost you about a second, I think. Not great. But yeah, we got into the pits. Didn't lose too much. Gerard is... okay, they're doing some parts. Kumar isn't, though. No mistakes, please. Kowalski is coming out ahead of all of them. No mistakes on Tulipano. Perfect. Let's start also running the same on you. And you're gonna get out 13th. Yeah, I ran Tulipano a little too aggressive, which cost him, I guess, the spot to Kumar, which sucked. But yeah, it is what it is. Kumar is again going for the mediums. I think that's a big mistake. We should be able to overtake him then. Let's start conserving your tires a little bit. Yeah, 25 degrees is just very hot. So we'll give you a little bit of fighting room to get out ahead of Kumar, but we're also going to be pulling his tires back a little. We're mainly going to be running hard on the fuel because that's what we have a lot of and our engine should be able to take it. Yeah, we're halfway in the race and still perfectly fine on the engines. Big gap to number 2 provisionally. Batista I'm not scared about at all. He pitted way too early. He's gonna have to conserve both his tires and his fuel really hard. So that's perfectly fine. Lupano's trying to overtake Banan, so I'm gonna keep giving him a little bit of tire still, but he does need to make the move soon. Oh, Tomberg just crashed. Again, no safety car, which is very good for us because we just pitted. Well, everyone pitted, so it didn't matter too much, but still. Yeah, it's a shame that neither Kumar or Sosev is crashing because there is a lot of crashes happening. Don't particularly care about the other teams that are near. Oh, there you go. Nice, he made the move stick. Yeah, ideally we finish above both of these racers. I'm not sure Tulipano can get ahead of Sosev. There is a sizable gap between them. But we'll see. Let's start conserving you a little bit now. Hoping he can defend against. Give you on the long straight, we'll give you some neutral. But we do need to get those temperatures down a little bit. Yeah, this is the problem, of course, with our car that we picked at the start of the season. Our tires are just not very heat resistant. Means on tracks like this where you have 26 degrees is really hard to keep the temperatures down. Even on conserve, you can see it's barely going down. But, well, that is what it is. We have a sizable gap. I think we should be able to get in first unless Verhovsky's pit stop goes disastrous, which, well, let's not talk about that. That's not going to happen, hopefully. How many laps do we want to do with Verhovsky still? Once we have crossed the finish right now, let's have a look. We have 12 laps remaining. If we were to pit right now, that would be 11. That's obviously not something we can do, and also not something we want to do. We can do 4 more laps, but that seems... Well, we could pit then after 8. That's not the worst idea, actually. Let's do this then. We'll go on orange-yellow. That should be fine for our lap times too. That means for you we'll do 5, probably. Which means we can run you on red for quite a while. Probably gonna bring your conserve back right about now. See how that goes. If it goes up too much again, we'll just start conserving again. For now, let's give you a bit of a fighting chance. If he could take over Sozav, that would be very nice. Come on, you can do it. I can't give him any tire. It's just so close to the heat border already. Yeah. Well, let's just stay close to them and maybe we can make the move stick later. He's anyway overtaken El Sadat now. On your side, I think we'll go back to conserve once more. Batista I really don't care about with his messed up tires. He's probably just waiting for the last 10 laps to pit. So he's gonna do 2 more laps and then pit, but... Yeah, he's cutting it so close that he probably can't give too much fuel. He's really conserving his tires hard as well, so that's perfectly fine to me. How are you doing? Trying to fight El Sadat. Sozav is now going up quite a bit again. Come on, there you go. Make it stick. Great. Kumar is in 13th. That's quite good for us. He's having trouble with those mediums, I think. Oh, we're actually fighting Sozav now. That would be very nice, but again, I can't... Yeah, we can't give tire, but he made the move stick. There you go, Tulipano. Actually overtook like 3 people in 3 turns. Great, okay. Going great over there. How is Jovsky doing? Going to be doing 2 more laps on his tires. That means we can probably start just breaking them a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. And for you, we're gonna do 3 more. Means we do need to start bringing you back to orange now. And probably we can also start bringing your temperatures on the tire up a little bit. That shouldn't be a big issue with so little laps left. Yeah, that's fine. Also, because we're keeping these tires so fresh, it means they're staying up in their bandwidths. Means they keep being quite quick. I think Sozav and Kumar both made a big mistake going for the mediums there. With how little fuel they have anyway, they're not pushing their... Like, even we're not completely pushing our tires to the brink of destruction, except we did with Tulipano that one time. But, yeah, completely fine, I think, not to. Verhovsky looking good. This is going to be your last lap, so let's start running red. And... 0.17 left, that's fine. Let's give you all the fuel you can have. Question is, what is the difference here? 3 seconds. If we do balanced, who are we going to get out behind is the question. We have a gap of 9 seconds to Sabato. We have a gap of... The only other person who's pitted so far is Batista, and I don't think we need to be scared of him too much. Or her, I don't know. 39 seconds. What is the total pit stop time? Total pit stop. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me how long we're gonna be in the pit straight. Well, either way, even on balance, it doesn't say that we're gonna be behind Batista, so... We could go for this and, well, whatever. We stick to the, on average, mathematically it should be fine for us to do fast pit stops, so let's stick to that word and just try and do it. And hopefully we don't get a mistake for it. I think now that we're getting close, I think we can just start destroying the tire. Also on Tulipano. How are you looking? You did manage to get out of that cluster a little bit, so that's nice. Yeah. Okay, well, not bad. Sozev is behind us, so is Kumar. Kumar is really struggling this race. That's very nice for us. And let's see how the pit stop for Kohovsky goes. 9 seconds clear of second, so that should be fine. Okay. Let's see how it goes. Project went well. Tires all went well. Refueling went it as well. Okay, perfect pit stop. Great. Okay, let's start burning fuel again. Start burning our tires a little bit, not too hard. And let's see. Tulipano, you're gonna need to pit soon. And same deal for you. Cannot be running you like that. Maybe this. 0.8, perfect. Okay. We have 7 laps remaining. What's 7 times 1.3? We need something like 9.1 laps of fuel, I think. Hate doing head math while I'm trying to play games. Yeah, it's 9.1, right? Yeah. So I guess it's kind of fine to just give him this. It saves us a full second of refueling. Because we'll get 9 laps in total. So I think this is fine. Wait, what? What is the... That looked very weird for a second. Yeah, we're gonna have 0.8, okay. Yeah, so let's give him 9 laps worth of fuel. Gearbox is looking a little bit dodgy, but that should be perfectly fine. We will be battling Batista on fast. We'll be close enough to attack. Let's just do fast again. It's been working. Let's hope it keeps working. Should be fine to run out on red. We have 20% left where we can do that with. Brownlich is also gonna pit. Okay, well, 2 seconds clear of Sozev, who will also be doing his pit stop right behind us, looks like. Okay, well, looking fine for now. I don't think we can run out Kohovsky on red. We'll need to... ooh, you have a part that you probably are going to fix. That would be very nice for us. This time, no shenanigans with the tire. Alright, well, let's get in there and see what happens. And there you go. In the pit lane. Injects went well. Tires went well. Refueling then. Yeah, you are doing that part. Get out, get out, get out. Ooh, right around. Okay, let's do this then. We'll give you... Maybe we should even give you red actually. I really want you to fight Kumar. Or sorry, Sozev away. Give you red for a tiny bit. Not too long, but... just for a tiny bit. Alright, how are you doing? You are behind everyone that still needs to pit. Perfectly fine. Let's start conserving your tires a tiny bit. How close are you getting attacked by Sozev? Yeah, he's also on softs now. So he's probably going to be able to overtake us if we're unlucky. But we really cannot be running these tires as hard as we are doing. Because I'm going to have to put it back to yellow or green. Then very quickly. Don't want to do that. Okay, lots of people going for pitting. Means Kohovsky is getting back to his rightful spot, basically. Let's keep it like this for now. That means we get some more time basically being on orange. Not like Sozev can keep doing this forever either, so... Filipano will just have to outdrive him, hopefully. How are you doing? The people in front of you are still gonna pit, so let's make sure that we don't burn through our tires too quickly. Conserve them for a little while. Yeah, I'm not scared of Kumar or Van Anen. They, yeah, Tulipano got overtaken there by Sozev. That sucked. Yeah, anyway, we need to bring back the tire temperature. It's completely fine that he won't win against Sozev. I mean, obviously we want more points than him, but if Kohovsky can finish first, Sozev is down there somewhere, and Kumar is also down somewhere, hopefully, then I am very happy. Kumar is coming out soon. Gonna come out in something like 5th, 7th, 8th. Maybe even 9th? Yeah, 9th. Okay, that's perfectly fine for us then. Okay. How many laps did we have left? 5 currently. That does mean we need to start going on high probably soon. That's no issue. Tulipano, you are doing kind of fine. I want you to get overtaken though. Need to get as many points as possible for this title race. I'm running on red for a while still, but hopefully Earl here can hold off Sosa. Don't want him to get too many points. Yes, you can't get past Sozev, that's completely fine for now. 4 laps remaining. We can start running more aggressively soon, hopefully, but yeah, I don't want to go through too quickly through the tires. Let's do something like orange for a little bit. You can start running on yellow again. 4 laps remaining, you should be able to run out on orange, I think. We can give you red for a little while, but not forever. Just want you to try and get closer to them. Oh, there you go. Overtake Earl at least. There you go. Perfect. I know you're gonna be churning through your tires now, but yeah, we do really want those extra points if possible. Who has the fastest lap right now? Sure. Huh. Okay. Oh, we'll see, I guess, at the end of the race. It's not like we have much to say about it anymore anyway. Yeah, we aren't overtaking either of these guys. That sucks, but Volsky is really running away with the race so far. Where's Kumar? He's in 8th. So far this looks like a good race for us. We need you to pull back on the fuel now. Yeah, orange is probably fine. We have a lot of tire left and there's only 2 laps left after this race. Joseph hopefully can't overtake Batista, but we'll have to see. Bring you back again. With Volsky, we're just gonna run out a very safe race if possible. His fuel is looking perfectly fine. Yeah, we have a lot left there. His tires are also looking completely fine. Filipano, we're gonna be running a little bit more aggressively because we need those spots if possible. Oh, someone, yeah, Batista is still pitting. This is why he ran it so close. That's just really dumb of him. But okay, well, we get another spot. Does suck that Sozev and Kumar also got another spot, I suppose. But that was kind of a wash anyway. It looks like Sabato is having car trouble and it's actually smoking, so we might actually get a double podium. Yeah, we're just cruising by. Okay, well, interesting. 1 lap left. Probably means, well, I don't want to run red because that can go very quickly on the tires. But yeah, we have so much to play with Volsky. He's definitely getting first place. Unless he crashes, knock on wood. For you, we can probably run you on red. We can try and make a last ditch effort at Sozev here, but well, that's a 3-second gap. I don't see that happening, to be honest. Let's not. I don't want to be getting overtaken by Earl or anything like that. So let's just run out our race the way we plan to. We can go to 10%, so that should be completely fine in the last 2 corners there. And it looks like Vyhovsky will get us a race win, and that is also some very worthwhile cash. I'm glad we accidentally picked number 1. We'll be doing that for all future races of the rest of this season, I think, because Vyhovsky just gives us such a good chance of getting it. Definitely at least for the Guilford Grand Prix, because we're getting ×3 there if we win. Sozev is going to get 2nd. Tulipano is going to get 3rd with about a 3-second gap still. Kumar 6th, so that is where we get a lot of our points. And hopefully we also got the fastest lap. I didn't see anyone else pop up with that, so let's see. Anyway, getting both our drivers to a podium is of course very nice. A good first step, let's say, in executing our strategy and attacking Rui's Motorsport. They also sort of did what they had to, at least Sozev did, but luckily Kumar finished down a little bit lower in the pecking order. Would it be even more perfect, to be honest, if one of them crashes? But, well, since they're both good drivers, I don't think there's a huge chance of that. Maybe one of them had an illegal part. No, didn't look like it, but we did get the fastest lap bonus, so that's another 2 points. Very nice. That means we gained quite a few more points than Ruiz. Something like 5-6 points, I think. So we are working now on, well, getting back up there, basically. Let's have a look. Wolfsky is still in 21st place. That means also next race he's going to be starting pole position. Depending on how he does, then probably after that he'll be somewhere like 3rd or 4th. But he shouldn't have too much trouble, to be honest, with overtaking those people because he has a better car and he is a better driver. We are now in 2nd with only a 17-point gap. So we managed to get 5 points back. There is also the end of the season still where we get double points. So it is going to be tight, but this I think was a very good first bridge. If we can do something like 4 or 5 points on average, we should be able to overtake them by the end of the season. And that is barring that maybe they crash or, well, they could have some other accidents, or maybe they miscount their fuel and finish very low. On the other hand, the same can happen to us. If I miscount our fuel or Tulipano or Velvsky crash, that would be very bad for us, of course. Yeah, at the very least, we came in first. We get a cool 3 million for that, meaning we are right back in the green numbers after spending a lot of money on 2 new drivers. After the gearbox that we have, I don't think I'll be spending a lot of money anymore. We've spent a lot now on drivers, on parts, on whatever else. If we do promote, those parts are not going to be useful at all anymore besides in this season. So I would like to save as much money as we can for the next season. We have 5 races left. If we can earn something like 3 million every race, that would be quite a nice chunk of cash, let's say, especially considering some of these sponsors are gonna still be up before the end of the season. So that would be very nice. Yeah, we could earn a very nice set of cash, especially with the Guilford Grand Prix coming up and our sponsor here, I think, Moose or Stonewall. Yeah, the Stonewall one. We can get ×3 if we finish first there. So that's going to be hugely important for our cash balance. That will be, what is it, like 4 or 5.6 million just from one race, plus the another 2 million that we earn anyway. So hopefully we can win there as well. We have pole position basically guaranteed, thanks to Wolfsky. Top speed is going to be crucial. That's completely fine because it's a spec part. Same for the high speed corners. Only the medium speed corners we're not great at. But it is a short race. A lot can happen, especially since it looks like it'll be raining. So yeah, that should be a great episode. I hope to see you in that one. I think for now, this has been a very useful episode. We went up by 2 spots. We gained on our direct rivals. And we have set the very first good steps towards promoting this season, hopefully. For now, I want to thank you very much for watching. It's been great to get all your comments, get a lot of likes on these videos. Well, more than I expected very much to say at the start when I made this series. I just wanted to play a fun game and share it and talk to myself for a bit. But it's been very nice to have people talking back and actually watch these videos. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.